It took me 20 years to realize my dad cheated, and it was so obvious. When I was about 5 years old, my parents got divorced. I didn't understand why. They didn't fight in front of me, and one day my dad was just gone. He moved into this small apartment downtown, and after a few weeks, I was supposed to go stay with him for the weekend. I was nervous. It was a new place, my first time sleeping away from home since the divorce. But when I got there, something happened that seemed normal back then. But now, yeah, not so much. About an hour after my mom dropped me off, our old neighbor showed up. She was the woman who lived right next door to us when my parents were still together. She brought groceries, made us dinner, helped me get ready for bed, and then stayed the night. As a 5-year-old, I didn't think anything of it. I mean, we were always over at her house before. Her kids and I played together all the time. So in my little brain, it wasn't weird. But then it got even stranger. The next time I came to visit my dad, she was already living there. Her clothes were in the closet, her toothbrush was in the bathroom, and her kids were there too. I remember asking, "Why are they here now?" And my dad said something like, "Well, funny story. The apartment office accidentally assigned us both to the same unit. But since we already know each other, we figured, why not just stay?" And I bought it. I mean, I was 5. It sounded reasonable at the time. But here's the thing. They never said they were dating. Not once. For years, they acted like they were just roommates who happened to raise 5 kids under one roof. It wasn't until I was 16 when they bought a house together that I finally clued in. Oh, they're definitely together. A few years later, they got married and had a kid. But the wildest part? It wasn't until I was 24 that I really put the pieces together. I was telling this story to a friend, laughing about how crazy it was that an apartment complex messed up so badly. And then I stopped. I literally said out loud, "Wait, apartments don't make mistakes like that." And just like that, everything clicked. My dad had been seeing our neighbor while he was still married to my mom. And get this, both my mom and the neighbor's husband filed for divorce within 1 week of each other. For almost 20 years, I never questioned it. I just accepted the story they told me when I was a little kid. But looking back, it was so obvious. Now, every time I think about it, I can't help but laugh. I mean, seriously, they thought a 5-year-old would believe an apartment mix-up forever. And honestly, I kinda did.